I'm Joseph. And I'm Seth. And you're tuned into the Free Game Podcast.
What's going on, FGP members? We're back. Episode 12 in the original location. I'm your co-host, Seth.
I'm your co-host, Joseph. What it do?
Boy, oh boy, has it been an interesting week, but I got to start off. You see the Hornets jerseys are behind us again. And we have breaking news this morning. Terry Rozier has been traded to the Miami Heat for Kyle Lowry and a 2027 first round
BBL Lowry.
Holy.
Bro, that's okay. Wait, a 2027 first round pick? Like that seems so far away. Like
it really does, bro. Like
because we got to go
crazy.
through the 2024 draft, the 2025, 2026 draft. That's 4 years.
Like, all this stuff seems so far away, but like when you start thinking about it, like look at what Stafford was traded for. He was traded for picks that just came up in this year's draft, and that was like what 3-4 years ago.
Yeah.
Like time's gonna go by quick, and then it's gonna be like, dang, we can get him now. So hopefully it pans out for him. They cleared up some cap space, but hate to see Terry Rozier go and just everything he did for the city. So
shout out to Terry. Shout out to Terry for sure, man. Especially those times where LaMelo was hurt and he was our point guard and he was still.
Even the years before Melo, like Terry gave us some great times.
No, facts. Especially with the commentary. Terry! What's his name?
Eric Collins.
Yes, bro.
He blew my eardrums out last night talking about Leaky Black.
No!
Oh, going crazy.
I thought you talking about when KAT shot the shot. He was like, no!
After that, bro, Leaky hit the free throws. He was like, I love Leaky Black. He was going crazy. He was going crazy. But more NBA action. I know y'all saw it, what Karl Anthony Towns did to the Hornets. 62 points, 44 at halftime, but still lost the game.
I don't understand how that happens, bro. Like
their coach came to the media and said that was probably the worst defensive performance he's ever seen. So
I mean, yeah,
that's how it happened.
All of our starters put up double-digit points. I mean, Miles Bridges dropped 28. Brandon Miller, the number 2 overall pick in this year's draft, had 27. I mean, LaMelo had 18. Like, everybody was hooping, bro. Even the people on our bench. Nick Smith had solid 8 points. Like
Nick Smith's gonna be a big role for the Hornets moving forward, dude.
I think so, especially with
That's why they
Terry's
cleared out for
on.
Terry. I think cleared Terry out. So.
And with the whole Kyle Lowry situation, for those of you who heard us say it, he probably won't be in a Hornets uniform. They're talking about sending him to another team, possibly too, for probably some more picks or something.
Mm-hmm.
So, definitely want to see Nick Smith get in the rotation more. But it'll be interesting to see how the rest of this year goes for us. It seems like we're going to clear house.
They should clear house. They need to clear house. They've been kind of stuck in the same position the last few years, so it's time for that. Yeah. Time for a major switch up. Back to KAT though, like another thing about his performance that stood out to me, he had 44 at halftime, 14 in the third. So that means he only had 4 points in the fourth quarter.
I think he shot 2 for 10 in the fourth quarter. That's why, bro, he got sat down. Did you see that? The last 2 minutes of the game, he was on the bench.
When he was needed the most, he was non-existent. So
and when the world needed him most, he vanished.
Am I that impressed? Yeah. Am I that impressed by his 62-point performance? I'm going to go ahead and say honestly, no. The Hornets don't have Nick Richards. They don't have Mark Williams.
We were starting PJ Washington
at 5. PJ is our center.
PJ was our starting 5 that game.
We had Leaky and PJ and Miles trying to guard a 7-foot KAT. Like, bro, congratulations, you got off on some guards. Like, that's a cool story.
He put up 35 shots.
Yeah, so
like goodness. But I mean, hey, he was shooting a clip though. He shot
62 franchise record.
That's a franchise. Yeah, I mean, and he had 10 threes as a big. Like, I don't know.
He's always been able to shoot. He said he wants to be labeled as the best 3-point shooting big man of all time when he retires.
I mean, he might. It's a possibility. I don't know about all time.
I can never put him over Dirk. Just I feel like Dirk started that stretch.
Yeah, facts. So. But I mean, it'll be interesting. I think Wemby will mess around and pass him as far as being able to be one of the great shooters.
Speaking of Wemby got 70 and 18 put on him last night.
By the MVP though, by the reigning MVP.
You saw what he did when he walked up to him and was like, walk past him?
Yeah, he did a little, said a little prayer. Hey, the prayer worked though.
Yeah,
the prayer definitely worked.
Embiid definitely gave him his little welcome to the NBA moment.
70 and 18.
He's been waiting for that. Remember he did that to Mo Bamba. dunked on him in like all season workouts and was like, welcome to the league.
Mo Bamba's not Wemby though. Like,
it's not, but like he wanted to just prove his point. Like I'm still the dominant big.
True. But I mean, Wemby still got his though. He had 33 and 7. So
33 and 7 is nice, but not when your opponent has 70. Not when you giving up 70, bro. Like I don't care if you got 40, bro. You gave up 70 and 18.
And he's just too girthy for Wemby, bro. Like he just got too much weight on him.
He does. He's too strong. Wemby will get there eventually. It is, like you said, it is positive to see that he was able to score on him at least. So.
Yeah, but 70?
70's crazy.
70's wild.
70 is depressing.
Bro, the second leading scorer on that team had 18 points, bro. Like, that's insane.
They didn't have to do anything.
It's insane.
Embiid was the first person ever in NBA history to have 70 points, 15 rebounds, and 5 assists in a game. So,
if he would have had 70 and 20, bro, that would have been ridiculous.
He was the first person since MJ in like 1991 to go for 60 and 15. So,
I think him and KAT were the first two players since like the 1980s or 60s or something like that to drop more than 60 points in a single game on the same night.
No, that's right.
So a lot of history was made last night in the NBA, to say the least, man.
Definitely. But staying with elite big man, Kentucky unveiled their newest big man this past week.
Big Z.
Big Z, man.
I don't know how to pronounce his name. Zinamir something.
Big Z.
Big Z.
Big Z came in to have himself a day, bro. Like, that was one of the best debuts I've seen from a freshman.
He played 5 minutes and had 12 points, shot 4 for 4 from 3, had 2 blocks, 2 assists, and like, I don't know, like 3 or 4 rebounds.
After he threw the behind the back pass, that was everything I needed to see, bro.
Behind the back, and he's 7'2".
He's 7'2".
Yes.
He looked tall out there.
Bro, he's 7'2".
Now, y'all, Kentucky legit has a 3-headed beast at center, bro. Like, they can switch them out every 5 minutes and be fine, bro. They're gonna be fresh.
Imagine. Listen to this. Our starting 5 is DJ Wagner, Antonio Reeves, Justin Edwards, Bradshaw, and Mitchell. Then off the bench, you got our 3 best players in Rob Dillingham, Reed Shepard, and Big Z. Off the bench.
Dude, this is special.
It's going to be scary for the rest of the country. That's all I'm going to say, man. Y'all better look out for the Kentucky Cats. Speaking of them, they played in South Carolina tonight, and our friend BJ up in Columbia. BJ, I hope you get off, man. I hope you mess around and drop 40 on them. But I'm sorry, I cannot wish y'all to win that game. But hey, get off, do your thing. But I just hope the Cats win. That's all I'm gonna say.
Hey BJ, I hope y'all win the game and I hope you get off, man. I ain't gonna do you like that. I hope you get off and y'all win the game.
I mean, like I said, I hope he gets off. 100% hope he gets off.
I need him to do both, bro. I need him to do both.
I just can't go against my Cats, man. That's that's my school, man.
I can't go against the guys.
I'm not going against them. I'm not going against him. Like I said, I
get it.
I hope you get off, man.
Kentucky alma mater right there.
Come on,
spoken from a Kentucky
alma mater. Come on now, loyalty, man.
Or Kentucky alumni. That's his alma mater.
There you go.
Kentucky alumni. But without further ado, we have another special interview for you guys this week. We sat down with Caleb Stone-Carrawell out of Utah. He goes to Utah Valley. We sat down with him in Charlotte, so we hope you guys enjoy. What's going on, FGP members? Y'all see we switched up the location. We're in Charlotte, North Carolina today with my guy Caleb Stone-Carrawell. We got Christian on the right over here, Caleb on the left. Before we get started though, I gotta give my guy a little introduction though. 2-time Western Athletic Conference Player of the Week. Big time right there. Averaged double figures both at Austin Peay and at Utah Valley. Impressive. And then honestly, this dude is definitely the hardest person I've ever had to guard, bro. Like, no BS. He be hitting fadeaways, one-legged shots, anything that he can think of to get the shot off, bro. If it gets off, it might go in. So, appreciate you for coming on, my guy.
Appreciate you for having me.
Thanks for coming along, man.
No doubt.
How you liking Utah, though? How you liking the West Coast, everything out there so far?
I love it. I love it for sure. It's definitely interesting. It's out the way, though.
Yeah, that's your vibe, though. That fits you.
What's definitely out my vibe. Nothing. Honestly, nothing. But that's the good thing, though. That's the best thing about it.
Stay out of trouble.
Stay out of trouble. Focus on what you got to focus on. And so it's totally different from the East Coast, like totally different. But other than that, it's all good.
Really get to lock in. You ran as a young boy yet? Ran as a young boy?
But you know the crazy thing is, though?
Oh, snap.
It was like this little gathering or something like that. And he, like, all his homeboys was like at the spot type stuff. So. But other than that, and they had like NBA chains. It was crazy.
That's crazy, bro.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Nah. I wish I did though. That'd be
Hey, it might happen. It might happen.
It might.
He gonna mess around and come out to a game or something, bro. Never know. Never know. Young boy, if you watching this, pull up to Utah Valley and watch the best player in the country.
Imagine him coming to the game.
Honestly, bro, he's just built a gym on Gravedigger Mountain and just host a game there.
Host a little tournament? Nah, that would be T, bro. That would be T.
That would be insane.
That would be T. But we're gonna hop straight to it. I got a few questions. I know Christian has a few questions. We're going to start basically taking it back to your dad. He played at Duke, coaches at Duke now. Would you say he really started your love for the game of basketball? That's where it developed from?
Wow, that's a great question. Definitely, for sure. I think, but it's crazy because he's always told me growing up as a kid, he didn't really put the ball in my hands. It was just when I was a kid, it was something that I just gravitated to.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
I think that's very interesting. But other than that, watching him play, hearing stories about him and stuff like that, that definitely gravitated me towards playing basketball, and that definitely helped me fall in love with the game. But honestly, man, it's just been in me since I was a kid.
Born with it.
Yeah, born with it. It was just one of those things, just kind of born with it. So I'll say that for sure. But yeah, it's just something that just was in my blood. So,
Building on that, what was it like being around those Duke practices, being around the players, and then if any player had a lasting impact on you, which one would it be?
That's crazy. Growing up, man, I used to be around so many the players that y'all see today, Kyrie, all of them dudes.
All of them before they were stars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I'll say for me, definitely it was so many.
You can give us a few for
I'm gonna give you a few.
Yeah.
So
it don't gotta be one.
Growing up, my dad was real close with Joe Henderson.
Yeah,
still is today. You know that. Yeah,
that's what I got.
We seen him at the
event. Yeah.
So growing up, I was always around him. Since I was a kid, just always around him.
I see that in the way he hit his mid-range shots and the way Gerald Henderson used to do mid-range, bro.
I
see it.
Working out with him, rebounding for him. Mm-hmm. So as a young age, I already had an eye for what NBA players do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How they carry themselves. So definitely Gerald Henderson, JJ Redick.
That's a great one to learn from.
Watching those dudes, but the most was Kyrie. I used to just watch Kyrie work out before, draft workouts. Yeah. Nolan Smith, if y'all know Nolan Smith.
Yeah, for sure.
Lance
He's coaching at Louisville now, right?
Coaching at Louisville. Yep.
Lance Thomas.
You might not know him.
No, I know he's a big man.
Thomas? Yeah, he played in the league for a while. He actually got a big contract. I remember that. Let me think. Mason Plumlee, Miles Plumlee.
Those are two good ones.
Josh Shaw, he's a coach at Duke now. So all of them dudes, man, I used to just grow up watching them, being around them, just being the kid and make all of them laugh. You know what I'm saying?
They definitely need that.
Yeah, exactly. Just being
now that we see on the other side of things going through college, bro, you need that little kid to take your mind off of it sometimes, bro.
For real, though, you do. So just being, that stuff helped me a lot, I think. And I'm not even really realizing it.
Yeah.
But that stuff definitely helped me a lot, for sure.
I do got to ask this real quick. I wasn't going to ask this question, but now that you mentioned it, what about Zion? What you thinking about what's going on with Zion? The way he's looking, what he's doing off the court, what's happened to him?
I don't know. I can't really speak too much on it, only because I don't really know what's going on with him too much. But shit. At the end of the day, he's still a star. You know
he is. He's still getting it done.
He's still getting it done. But
he could be producing more.
Yeah, he definitely could. But the issue, I feel like it's the internet. You know what I'm saying? The
they're making it worse than it is.
They're making it worse than what it really is.
Facts. And then it make him not even want to do nothing because everybody just talking trash.
It's the internet.
I definitely know how it goes.
At the end of the day, he's still getting paid. So
come on,
he getting paid, putting up his numbers.
And he's still putting up great numbers.
Zion, we want to see you back in a little bit better shape though, man.
But other than that, he's a star.
Facts. He's definitely still a star.
Player,
still a star.
Exactly.
Definitely.
Kind of going back to the players who you kind of saw growing up and stuff, and the impact, I guess, your dad having coached at Duke had on your basketball game. Who's somebody, whether that's player, coach, trainer, friend, who's somebody who really had an impact on you getting to where you are today as far as your game and everything?
I'll say definitely my Uncle Ricky. You know Ricky Price. You may not know Ricky Price.
I know you're talking about Ricky Price.
Ricky Price. So growing up, that was somebody who I was just always in the gym with. Because, my dad was, at Duke or coaching all over. He's coached all over. So, growing up, I kind of looked at my Uncle Ricky as a father figure.
Yeah.
Shit. So, definitely him. He has helped me a lot. Just always in the gym, always, being around him, seeing games. So, Definitely Ricky Price for sure, and obviously my dad, my mom, but
Yeah,
the main one that stands out the most to me is definitely Ricky Price for
Facts.
sure.
Well, shout out Ricky Price for sure. Building on top of that, how did you see the game of basketball like change going from high school to your freshman year of college? Obviously, we both redshirted. Like,
Yeah,
it was a
sure.
big difference for sure.
Wow, definitely a big difference. High school, I feel like it's more like free flowing, just fun.
Yeah, it's
You know
like
what I'm saying?
fun.
It's like
It's like going to the
movie or
Y.
something. Yeah,
like looking back at it now,
looking
you be
back
like,
at it
damn,
now, it's
bro.
like damn, like you wasn't really worried about nothing. You were just hooping.
Nah, facts.
For my first year of college, but for me, I feel like it's all the mindset. You know what I'm saying? So if you come in with that mindset of just like, it's just basketball, then
Right.
it's just gonna be basketball.
Definitely.
But if you come in with a mindset of like, oh, it's business, and I mean, at the end of the day, it is business, but you can't have that mindset. You gotta have like,
you're gonna stress yourself
you're
out.
gonna
Like,
stress
you're gonna be
yourself
thinking
out.
too much, everything.
Yeah, exactly. So, so for me, yeah, just having a different mindset. But other than that, yeah, it's definitely different coming in because like your freshman year of college is. They preaching, jobs is on the line,
Bro.
So it's
If
like,
you make one mistake, they act like it's the end of the world,
like,
bro.
Yeah, jobs is on the line.
Like, come
So,
on.
From the head coach to the strength to the manager, strength coaches, like jobs is on the line. So, that's the only difference. But if you just had the right mindset, all that shit the same, bro.
Yeah, nah, for sure. Building on that, you went through Austin P and now you're at Utah Valley. How have you kind of been able to have success out of Utah Valley so quick and just adapting to a new culture, new system, and everything?
For sure. Very, very hard.
Definitely,
For me, it's
definitely.
just mindset. Switching your mindset on it, and taking advantage, of the opportunity that's given for
Right.
me. So, the coaches at Utah Valley took a chance on me. So, from my mindset, it's just coming in like
giving back to them for sure.
giving back to them, like taking advantage of every opportunity I can. And I think having that mindset has like helped me OD.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Help you just like go harder.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Not take nothing for granted. So that's the biggest thing for me for sure. It's just not taking nothing for granted, bro. Because it should get in whenever. So.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
it's definitely a good life lesson, man.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, don't
Man.
take this shit for granted at all.
Man, taking it back to the UNC Charlotte days, I know you went there with Seth. You also had teammates like Bryce, Jameer, all that good stuff, and Zach. So,
And
speaking of all those players, man,
No, he is, bro. Anzac is hooping, bro. Anzac is hooping, bro. He got a jumper now and everything, bro.
well, speaking of all those players, tell me your favorite memory that you made at UNC Charlotte.
Favorite memory? Well, shit, just relationships. Like Seth, like I still talk to Seth to this day. Seth, Jameer, all those guys, bro. So like, from the managers, I still talk to the managers too. So really just relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, it was special, bro.
Yeah,
That
it was special. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not normal to be like still talking to them people. So, and that was what 2019, 2020.
We had people who already graduated that was still like coming back, spending time with us. Like Big J used to come back every weekend. Like, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Well, go ahead.
No. Oh yeah, but that first year was just like it was definitely fun for me. Even though I redshirted, but just being around like good people, and plus I was back home, so just being around good people, bro, for sure.
I mean, trust me, don't get me wrong. You like all of y'all transferring and stuff. Like y'all definitely did y'all things whenever y'all went to the places that
Yeah.
I guess God kind of wanted y'all to be at or whatever, get to where I want to be. But this kind of everybody stayed. Like y'all too, Jameer, Bryce, everybody. Y'all could have made some noise.
That's the crazy thing.
That was a
that's
loaded
crazy.
team, bro.
Yeah, it is. But like, I see exactly what you're saying. But I feel like people, we looking at it as if,
like they become what they become.
Exactly. Exactly. You know what I'm
If
saying?
everybody didn't go out and do their own thing, they wouldn't be like what they are.
Exactly.
Nah,
Ain't no telling what they'll be doing. You feel me? So.
Facts.
But looking back at it now with that, like we could, for sure.
Yeah,
but
looking back,
y'all have been so fun to watch together,
Yeah,
man.
for sure.
Because I went to one game, freshman year, just to like be up there over break, and like I don't remember who y'all played, but just like seeing like how the team was made up then, and then seeing like how he was redshirt. He's told me about how you redshirt too, and some other people come off the bench.
You redshirted that freshman?
Yeah, bro.
Oh, you did.
Bro,
did.
it used to be you and Vic in that gym before every game.
It was. I
Bro,
remember
working
that.
out, doing some crazy stuff, bro.
I remember that.
We used to do some crazy stuff. Blake would be like, "Yeah, we got a red shirt lift on the road."
Yeah,
We'd be like, "Bro,
I remember that. Damn, I
like,
forgot.
bro,
It was
we used to
really
be in the
just me and you for
hotels.
real.
Yeah, that was it. We used to be in the hotels lifting, like
He used
whatever
to
it
paint the red
was.
shirt lifts, bro.
Yeah, I remember that.
Used to be calling me blown, bro.
Like, bro, because they used to tell us like 30 minutes before, "Oh, y'all got a red shirt lift today." Be like, bro,
And it's
come
crazy,
on, bro.
though.
Like,
But it's crazy because like we got some red shirts and they don't really do that. Like
they
red
don't be
shirt
doing
lifts,
that. Yeah, nah.
So,
Like we used to lift, work out before shoot around, work out
Yeah.
before the game. Like, bro,
yeah, we did.
we
Times
used to have to do a lot of
changed,
stuff.
Yeah, that's
Times
crazy.
changed.
That's crazy. I remember that now. I
No,
forgot all
facts.
about that, bro.
Bro, that was
Who
different.
was
though.
doing that?
Going back to high school though, you played with two current NBA players with Leaky and then Wendell.
Yeah.
What was that like, just being with them in practice every day, battling against those guys?
It was.
And then even winning the state championship or
Y'all
two,
was on
right?
that state team?
Yeah, we went 2 back to back. So
Yeah.
my sophomore year, but that was before Leaky came.
Okay.
And then my junior year was when Leaky came. But
Yeah.
our junior year, we just ran through everybody.
Yeah,
Like,
y'all
it
was
wasn't
on
no
the-
competition.
yeah, it was
insane.
yeah, it did.
And then even y'all were supposed to win senior year, and then that freak
we
accident
was
happened.
supposed to
yeah.
win senior year, and then I mean, ain't no damn excuses, but we was
Yeah.
definitely supposed to win. But then if something happened,
The
to
freak
us,
accident, the
and
dude
somebody
like
had a
passed out or
seizure,
something. Yeah.
And I came from like I've seen somebody like actually die, like
Yeah.
one of my best friends like
Right.
dying on the court, so like
No,
that,
for sure.
that shit was traumatizing for me.
Yeah.
But like I said, ain't no excuse. They won, but did their
Yeah.
thing. But yeah, I remember that. How you remember that? There
Bro,
was
you told me about
Oh,
that.
yeah,
nah,
yeah.
You told me you like, bro,
Somebody-
we were supposed to win 3 in a row, but like,
yeah, somebody
that
had
crazy
a dunk.
thing
Yeah,
happened.
somebody went for a dunk or something. Then fell out.
And like
But-
obviously, whenever that happens to your team, like y'all playing Southwest Guilford,
Guilford. And it
like
was
that
like- it
brought
was a
them
good game.
together. Yeah, like
It was
that's
a
gonna
good
bring a
game.
team like
Yeah,
that
for
together.
sure. And
You
it
have
was-
like one of your teammates go down like that.
Yeah, it was a good game too until like halftime, something like that. But yeah, so my sophomore year, I didn't even really expect us to win. Like
For real?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
Yeah, we
I
was
mean,
just-
y'all was led by 2 sophomores. That is crazy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. And then we had Francis C on that team.
CO.
CO.
Nah, CO been hooping
Who else
too.
did we have? We had Tajon Cloud. He had Georgia Tech
Okay,
now.
for real, dang, I didn't realize that.
Yeah,
I didn't realize that.
That team was loaded.
Yeah, we was without even really knowing it.
Y'all had Cody, bro. Cody used to play hard, bro. He used to
Cody,
play hard, bro.
Cody was good.
No, facts.
Cody was good. Who else do we have? Yeah, so and then everybody else kind of just filled in. So yeah, that sophomore year, that was a good year because we wasn't expecting to win. But our junior year, once Leaky came, it was just we knew. But as far as practices and stuff, like it was good because playing against them dudes every day, grinding hard. So it was it just iron sharpened iron. So yeah, it was one of those type things.
Kind of going back to what you hit on at the start of the episode, what's like the biggest difference going from the East Coast, being in like North Carolina, Tennessee, to now being out on the West Coast in Utah?
A lot different. It's a lot different. Obviously, race. Utah is
it don't be.
a lot of
I've been out there one
Caucasians.
time and I saw like 5 black people, bro.
exactly. Yeah.
5 in a week.
And they don't,
In a week?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's
bro.
crazy, bro. It's really like that for real.
For real? I thought Kentucky was mostly
Bro.
white people, bro. That's crazy.
Nah, Utah
Nah,
is
bro,
like,
it's
it's
wild.
insane actually.
Yeah, nah.
But it's actually good because like our team,
Yeah.
there's like a lot of like black people, mixed people.
Yeah.
So yeah, other than that, and then North Carolina it basically just race, weather
Weather
for
and
sure.
race,
It's a
yeah.
lot colder down
Is it
there.
colder?
Way
It's been
colder.
snowing and
It
stuff?
hasn't been snowing,
Okay.
but it's supposed to be snowing. Like they said last year, from October to like April, it was snowing.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I
So,
can
but
see
it
that.
hasn't snowed at all. It hasn't snowed at all yet.
October to
October to
April.
April?
October to
That would be
April.
lit though,
Nah,
bro.
that's
I'll be
insane.
cool with that.
Man, you would not
But
be
I
having
like
fun.
snow though. Like,
See,
you know
yeah,
what I'm
like,
saying?
that'd be
So
fun.
I mean,
That'd
you
be
like snow, yeah, but
That'd be
October
fun.
to April is so
Yeah,
long
it's
time.
insane.
Nah, that's a lot. That's a
Man.
lot.
But the people
kinda-
down there be saying like it's depressing and all. But
It's probably dark all the time too.
Dark,
Like,
yeah, exactly. But
Up in the
Yeah.
mountains, bro, you know how the storms be down
Exactly.
in Clemson, so
Yeah,
I can only
exactly.
imagine
Yeah.
in Utah.
exactly. But other
Yeah.
than that, ain't too much difference.
Man,
for
kind
real.
of piggybacking off his question, out of all the places you done played in, what's the most electric arena you played in your career? Whether that's high school or college, I know the state
I'm not
championship
gonna
games
lie.
is definitely lit.
I'm not gonna. That I like. Okay, so you saying like that I played a game that like a specific game or like
Yeah, best
Yeah,
environment
or
you
a
ever
specific
played
arena.
in.
Or,
Arena, yeah.
definitely my my first year at Austin we played at Dayton.
Okay.
It
I
was
heard
like
Dayton's crazy,
yeah,
bro.
It was
Yeah,
like
nah.
16,000.
I heard it gets
Was that-
loud in
no,
there,
that-
bro.
that- was that before
Yeah,
or
it was
after?
very loud. It was before what?
No, Obi didn't go to. Where did he go?
He went to
No.
Dayton.
Obi wasn't there. No.
It was after though.
Yeah.
Hey, hold on.
that was like 2 years after. Yeah.
Okay, word.
But yeah,
But
I
I
still
knew
heard
him
Dayton gets crazy to this day, though.
Bro, Dayton was insane. Like before we even got there, it was like half packed already.
Dang.
So like we like warming up and it's like almost packed. Like you feel me? So like
that's wild, bro.
And I haven't played in nothing that crazy since.
Yeah, nah, for
That's
sure.
the crazy thing, like at all.
For sure.
Oh, actually, my bad. We played Purdue. Purdue was lit. Purdue was lit.
I heard that one gets crazy too.
Yeah,
I talked to Blake about that the other day.
Yeah, Purdue was wild for sure.
No, that's crazy, bro. Building on that though, but going from best environment to best player you've ever played against, who would it be?
In college or
College, high school,
Career.
when you were 5 years old,
Oh, wow.
whenever.
That's a great question, bro.
No, it's a long list because I mean,
It's a long-
playing
I
against
didn't-
all
I
those
didn't
players
play
in
against-
Duke
I didn't
practices,
play-
probably
Yeah,
playing
I
against
didn't play
Wendell,
against a
Leaky.
lot. Well, besides them, because I used to play. Besides like them, because I used to play against them every day.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie. It was one game that was played on the EYBL circuit.
Oh
I
yeah,
don't
you
know
played on the
what-
EYBL circuit, all
yeah.
those dudes. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a long list of dudes.
It's a
bro.
very long list.
You had Cole Anthony that y'all played out
We
there.
did play Cole Anthony. Yeah, we did. I think he gave us work. I can't remember if he
Jaden
gave us
Daniels,
work.
I remember
Yep,
on Seattle Rotary. I remember he was like that back in high school.
We played
yeah.
them too.
JC, bro. I remember JC came back after the game like, bro, Jaden Daniels is OD.
Yeah,
Like,
he
was going
almost
crazy.
dunked on me. I'm not gonna lie. I'm no
Bro,
boy.
yeah, nah, they
missed
said he
it,
was
though.
going crazy.
He was going. I forgot all
Are
about
we
that.
talking about the same Jaden Daniels I'm thinking of?
Oh,
Yeah,
the Timberwolves? Yeah.
Word.
Yeah, he was definitely on that Seattle Rotary team. But I'm not gonna lie.
Y'all had Maxie in that pool too, bro.
Maxie. Yeah,
Y'all had
we
Tyrese in that pool.
Yeah, we
bro,
did play
bro,
him.
that was a crazy EYBL
We did
pool.
play him. I think we played Mocan Elite with Christian Brown. I think.
Yeah,
No
yeah,
way.
yeah. Y'all did. Y'all did.
Oh damn. Cassius Stanley.
Yeah, no, that's crazy,
There's a
bro.
lot of players already.
That was a stacked year, bro. And then
Yeah,
y'all
I
had team
remember that.
takeover with like, bro, their
Yeah,
team was
that's when
crazy.
Jameer was on that
Jameer,
team.
Mondo, Hunter Dickerson, like
That
bro.
team. I think they won
What?
undefeated.
Justin
Mondo
Moore.
and her Dixon on the same team.
Yes, bro.
Bro,
Yeah,
what?
they was undefeated.
Bro, they were
Jeremy Roach was
undefeated in
on that
EYBL.
team.
Jeremy Roach, yeah.
Yeah,
Bro.
that team was
Bro,
OD.
who came up with the what?
I think they won undefeated.
They did. They didn't lose a game, bro.
They
They
should've
won
had
every
lost
game
a
at Peach
game.
Jam by like 20 too.
Yeah, they was smacking
Like they were
people.
blitzing teams.
Yeah, they
bro.
was blitzing teams for
That's
sure.
unfair, bro. They
That's
didn't
crazy.
regulate that shit, bro.
Nah,
That shit's
that was
ridiculous.
OD. But I'm not gonna lie. So look, my second, what was my second? Yeah, it was my second ULBL game. I think I forgot his name. Oh, dude named Rocket. You remember
Rocket Watts,
Yeah,
bro. Oh my gosh, that man was a bucket, bro.
My second
Nah,
ULBL
bro, he was a
game,
bucket.
my second, I think he gave us like 40. Like,
Oh, bro.
But
When I
when
tell
he
you
was
he was like
playing, I'm like,
buckets.
I'm like, who is like? I didn't know who he was. I'm like,
Yeah.
bro, who is like?
Who
like
is,
the way
bro?
he was scoring,
His
like
name, like his actual
name is
legit
Rocket
first
Watts.
name is Rocket.
Rocket. Yeah, I think
That was
it's
to
Rocket.
Michigan State.
Yeah, I
That's
don't know
tough.
what he had now,
Yeah.
but that was.
It's time to go.
These dudes is real.
It's time to
These
lock
dudes is
in.
real, for
Yeah,
sure.
nah, that's definitely. I definitely get that. Kind of going back to like your childhood and growing up watching basketball. Who would you say really like? Who did you look up to like in the NBA? Model your game after type player.
Oh wow. Model my game after. Growing up, it used to always be like Jabari Parker.
Okay.
Just 'cause
I wouldn't expected that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
only because of like we always I felt like we always had the same body type.
Yeah.
And this is when Jabari was like
Number one player.
in the-
Yeah, number one player in the country.
Was he the number 1 pick or number 2 pick?
I think he went 2. I want to say he went 2.
So growing up, and then having a relationship with him, it was just like growing up. I used to always just like idolize his game.
Definitely.
So like bigger guards type of thing, Carmelo, them type of players.
Yeah.
But now as I get older, I like the two-way players. You know what
For
I'm saying?
real.
So
Yeah, nah. Who you watching like in this day's NBA? Today's
everybody. My favorite is Jimmy Butler for sure.
NBA. Definitely.
That's a good one.
That's a good one. You rock with Ant-Man? We played against him. We didn't get to play freshman year, but we redshirted.
Yeah, I remember that.
But Ant-Man,
you remember that game? Because remember like that game, he didn't really do nothing.
he still had 18, bro. He had foul trouble, bro. Yeah, he got 2 fouls like the first 3 minutes. We were like, oh, we good. He still finished with 18.
Yeah,
bro.
that's what I'm saying. But like
Well, it didn't feel like he had 18
but he
though.
still had-
Yeah,
that's just how. Yeah, he was. Yeah.
it was like 30 NBA scouts at that game.
Really?
Was y'all
Yeah,
at
bro.
Georgia or was
Nah, they
That
came
was
to
at-
Charlotte.
They came to Charlotte.
Yeah, it was an
I remember
exhibition.
that.
Yeah.
Yep.
interesting? Man.
That was crazy.
But yeah, growing up, definitely Jabbar. It was for sure Jabbar Parker.
Well, I like that Jimmy Butler pick too. Jimmy Butler's hard.
Yeah, I like it. Love his story too.
I also hope he would have won either one of the finals he's been in so far.
Yeah.
Whether the bubble or he was in the finals in the bubble.
Yeah.
Or
if he did, that would
have been tough.
damn near top 20, 15.
Stamping himself at that point, bro. Winning with that team would be absolutely ridiculous, bro.
Man, with
that
the way
would
he
been
was-
talked about for ages.
With the way he just leaned over the
AC?
bench, dude.
Yeah, like
Oh yeah, nah, that one too. Taking down Bron. Now Bron get credit for that fake bubble ring, bro.
And
That's
a real
But
ring.
80 saved him, bro. To be
That's
honest,
a real ring.
it is. I think it's a real ring.
Yeah,
they still was.
It
they
is.
still was
It
playing
is.
that.
It
Yeah.
is. But I mean, some of those players not hitting the shots they be hitting with no fans.
I mean,
no
shoot,
no
we
fans,
seen-
but it's definitely
Bro,
that
it's
definitely makes a difference for
It's
sure.
different,
For
bro.
sure,
No, it's
that
different.
definitely makes a
Man,
difference.
speaking of just the game of basketball and everything, you got any pregame rituals or something that just like you got to do before you go into the court?
That's a great question. Obviously, I pray for sure before every game.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just the.
Yeah,
I
that's like a.
Yeah, that's
I like how
standard.
Sanchez used to like have us do it as a team too
Yeah,
before the games. at
my
Charlotte.
second school used to do that as a team too.
For real?
Yep.
No, that's what's up.
But for me, as long as I just gotta call my grandma.
Yeah.
Yeah, whether she pick up or not, as long as I call her, like, I know I'm good. Yeah,
Nah,
type
that's
shit.
smooth.
Yeah,
Nah, that's up.
that's the only thing for real.
I like those two.
Yeah.
Nah, good rituals right there for sure. What's the best shoe to hoop in? What's your go-to hoop shoe?
Wow, I done been all over because I didn't.
I'm about to say you got like I asked this
Nike.
because if you look at his locker, bro, he gonna have like
Yeah.
15 different shoes in there.
Yeah, I
he
do.
replace them like every 2-3 weeks, bro.
Literally, for real. Yeah, so because I didn't play Nike, Under Armour, Adidas, Nike for sure, but
Nike,
a
yeah.
specific shoe. It's definitely Kobe's, but I've been off low tops lately.
For real?
Yeah, I've been off like
Just
'cause-
ankle injuries or what is it?
I'm
Yeah.
just scared of ankle injuries, like
Yeah.
because like you can't have them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Too low on the ground. So I've been like
Nah, definitely.
mids. But them old Kyries, I don't know which ones.
Oh,
it
the
was.
ones are the twos. I
I
think I
don't
know
know
what
which
you're
ones they
talking
was,
about,
but they
bro.
was mid though.
That might have been the one we hooped
Them-
in freshman year. The black
What are the
ones.
twos?
Black ones.
Bro, they. Nah, I think I know what you're talking
I know
about.
what you're talking about. But I think those were like a mixture of Kobe's and Kyrie's.
Okay,
I think.
okay.
I'm not sure.
Nah,
But the ones were like 2015 Kyrie's. I don't know if y'all.
I think I know what you're
Y'all
talking
know-
about.
y'all
They
know
had to be
what I'm talking
twos.
about.
They had to be like
Yeah,
twos. Nah,
yeah,
Kyrie
yeah.
always had some good hoop shoes.
Great
though.
hoop shoes.
Like
for
he's
sure.
always had some of the best hoop shoes. To
Exactly.
me.
Yeah. So the mid, he got some mids that I love. for
Between
sure.
that and Kobe's, you can't go wrong. But like you said, Kobe's with the ankle support, they
Yeah,
be scary, and
yeah,
the
I don't know
coaches
how
already
he
be
did-
having you tape up your
yeah,
ankle like extra.
exactly.
So
I don't know how he
Nowadays, you got
did that.
Curry's with no ankle support.
Oh lord, yeah. I hate Under Armour, bro.
bro,
Yeah.
nah, but
Under
yeah,
Armour is bad.
Yeah.
Under Armour's terrible.
For
bro. Under
basketball,
Armour's
for
terrible.
basketball.
For
it's
football,
just-
it's a different story, but
Yeah, basketball, I just don't like it at all.
All right, I got a good question right here. Late clock, 5 seconds left. You need a bucket. What's Caleb Carrawell's go-to move? What
Oh,
you going
wow.
to?
That's a great. I should, because I don't know. I could either. I might get to the rim. I might get to,
Yeah,
get
keep
to a
them on their
spot.
feet. Keep them on their toes.
I might get to a spot.
Yeah, nah.
Or I might just pull up for three. I don't know.
I feel like it's got to be something in the post, bro. Take them down to the
Go
mid
get to that.
post.
Get to mid range for
Yeah,
sure.
nah, that's what it
He said
is. That's what it is, bro.
That
That's what it
mid-range,
is, bro. Because he'll be facing like sideways, rim that way,
Yeah.
turn like midair, hit the shot, like crazy stuff, bro.
Definitely mid range.
You seen the fadeaway? I responded like a few weeks ago, bro. You
Oh,
see the
yeah,
fadeaway,
yeah,
bro.
yeah.
He was facing like out of bounds,
Yeah.
turned all the way around and shot the ball. What? I was like, bro, no way.
Mid range
Nah.
for sure. No,
Definitely.
mid-range can go crazy.
Definitely.
We talked earlier about you being a little bit of a YoungBoy fan.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Give me your favorite YoungBoy song and give me what's his best album.
my favorite YoungBoy song ever, or for songs.
You
Plural.
can name a few if you got some.
God damn, he got so many.
That's what I'm saying. That's what bro, he been releasing like 3-4 albums a year.
You might
so-
gotta go album.
Yeah.
Favorite album or something. Favorite album a little bit easier. You the big
Yeah,
young boy
he got
guy.
so
What's a
many.
few
You a
albums?
big YoungBoy fan?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's not as OD as like JC or somebody, bro. My Apple
JC
Music
is
replay, I probably
different,
had like 15,000 minutes of YoungBoy.
Oh, YoungBoy, that's OD.
That's a lot, exactly.
That's not that many, bro.
15,000
15,000, bro.
Bro,
My top
JC
artist was at like 4,000.
Yeah,
Ooh, bro.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
For real, like 4,000.
Mine was like 7,000,
I
but
might have been
YoungBoy
at
was like
5, but
4,000.
it definitely wasn't 15, bro.
We saw JC at like 60, bro.
Nah, JC
15 compared to
music all
60,
day.
60 is ridiculous.
Who got 60?
Our friend JC, who we went to high school with.
Yeah, nah, he know JC. They played together.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
got 60,000.
Like that was
Young
last
boy.
year. That was last year.
JC, that's nasty.
That's nasty. Hey, tell me about him, bro.
I mean, shoot. I guess for me personally, as far as albums, I really like Sincerely, Control.
I think that might be his best album. Man, I mean,
It's up
no
there.
skips.
It's between that, AI2, and Top. I love Top.
Top.
With
That's
House
the-
Arrest Teens.
and Drug Addiction.
And yeah.
That's a tough one.
I gotta go. Sincerely Control. That's my favorite album.
Sincerely.
Yeah.
What's your favorite
It
song?
had, it had my favorite Young Boy song.
Favorite
on
song?
there, so.
Either Break or Make Me or Pen.
Breaker made me. That's the one. See, bro.
Or Panoramic.
Panoramic. Nah, that's
Panoramic.
tough, bro.
Good. I
Nah,
like
that one's tough.
For
That
sure,
one's tough.
for sure.
Got Nevada on there too.
Nevada. What else
Legendary
he got on
album,
there?
bro.
Bro, he got some
Life
crazy.
Support was on there.
Life
I like
Support. That's the one from jail through the phone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
That one's
he
tough.
What's
got
the
Life
other
Support on
song?
there.
Can you help me? What song is that? Bro? I'm trying to say how I feel.
I know
I know
what
what
I
you're
you're
want
talking
to
about.
talk right now.
Hold me
Yeah.
down. Hold me down.
Hold me down.
Yeah.
Hold me down.
Nah,
Man,
that's a
Young
good
Boy's
one.
Young Boy's him. Young Boy's him, to say the least.
That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Yeah, but nah. Before we get out of here, Christian has a new concept that we want to do with you today. Basically, you want to explain it?
Yeah, so basically, you probably already seen it before. We're going to basically like build your ideal basketball player. So like, you
Yeah.
take like one player's shooting, another
Yeah.
player's size and skill,
Yeah.
another player's defense, stuff like
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
So, I guess. Yeah,
Let's start with the build.
Yeah,
The
start
build,
with
yeah.
like the build, like the
Like
size
physique.
and athleticism, like this
Shit,
physique. Yeah, you got
Giannis.
Giannis. I was gonna say you got like Victor, Giannis.
Oh damn, I forgot
I
about
was gonna say
Victor.
Victor's special, but
Seven
Giannis
size.
got speed and strength with it, though.
Yeah, facts.
Yeah,
Exactly.
Giannis got way more
Yeah.
strong than Victor.
Yeah.
I like the Giannis pick though. So we got
Giannis.
Giannis size. What about shooting?
Curry shooting.
Duh, that's
Yeah, that was a no-brainer, bro. You ain't gotta think about that one.
Passing. Whose passing ability you take?
Playmaking, yeah, that's a
Magic.
good one. Magic?
Magic.
Okay. Throwback on that
You
one.
could use
Throwback.
Curry, but yeah, Magic.
Nah, you
I thought you
gotta
were
go.
gonna say
Magic.
Magic or maybe Braun.
Yeah, shit. I
Yeah,
didn't
one of
think
those
about
two for
Bron.
sure. I mean,
Definitely Magic.
Someone that slept on playmaking, I feel like, is Luka, bro. He be seeing some stuff that, like, I don't know how he be seeing some of the plays that he sees, bro.
What about his
Like,
passes, like behind the head and stuff? Nah, they be
he be
crazy.
getting creative.
Yeah, Luka's definitely.
So we got
nasty.
Giannis size, Curry shooting,
Magic
Magic's
playmaking.
playmaking. What about defense?
I gotta go.
Come on.
Damn, I gotta go either Kawhi. You gotta go Kawhi.
So you gotta go to Claw.
You gotta go
You
Claw.
gotta go
Yeah,
to
nah, you gotta go
Claw.
Claw on that one, bro.
Rookie Kawhi
You
against
seen
LeBron
what?
in the
Hey,
finals. Like,
we used to play 2K back in the day. He used to get blow when I picked up Kawhi, man. Bro, talking about
I
some.
used to smack him in 2K.
we play 2K today.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that. Don't do that, bro.
I used to kill him in 2K,
This man used to be out there talking about, bro, I ain't got Mike. Mike hurt. Mike hurt.
Nah, we used to play
Mike went
all-time
down.
teams. We
Mike
used to
went
play
down.
all-time teams.
Bro, used to
You ever played
use
him with Giannis?
MJ to beat me, bro.
You ever played him with Giannis? Like when he had Giannis?
We
I
probably
don't
played with
remember.
everybody, bro.
Dude.
Yeah, we played.
We
Yeah.
played.
We used to
I'm
play
talking
before
about
every game.
I hate
on the
playing this
road, we used to be
Yeah.
sitting in there playing in the
Facts.
locker room.
Yeah, we
Like
used to
first
play
summer,
OD.
we probably played like 30 games of 2K.
did, OD.
The first like week we were there, bro.
I can't stand playing this man in 2K, bro. It's so aggravating. Like this man has to like teach
Bro,
me how to play
nah.
2K almost.
I
Like,
learned everything that I learned
Why
from
you say
him,
that?
though,
Why you say
bro.
that? Why you
I
say
saw
that?
like
So, like-
the 3-2 zone, the off guarding, like helping and stuff. I learned all that
He
from
be
him, bro.
I'll pick and roll right
from him.
I'll fall for a pick and roll and he'll play the center and like
Exactly.
play low.
I learned all that from him. I learned all that from him,
But
bro.
not like he had like I
'Cause I
said
used
teach
to
me how to
get
play
killed
because
with
like
that.
I'll play my career, I'll play Park, so like I'm used to just using my player, one player, da 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 da.
And
So
they be
like
saying that's cheat. What?
yeah, but
Bro,
like
like,
I'm not gonna lie.
using the team.
I'm not gonna lie. Lately, I've been on ball guarding. Like
Yeah.
on ball. I'm low key like the on ball.
I'll do better about it, but like if you're using a screen or something, I'm using the big.
Oh, yeah,
I'd
me
be
too,
damned
'cause
if
it's
it's gonna be
hard,
some
yeah,
glitch.
yeah.
and
Pull
because
it out
like
the way,
I
bro.
play
Like,
2K, bro, like how I said, I'm used to just using one player. So
Yeah.
like I'll get like the Kings, use De'Aaron Fox,
Yeah.
and just spam him
Just
all
spam,
day.
yeah.
So
Yeah, I play for team on or off.
gotta go on.
Depends.
I mean, gotta go off. Gotta go off.
Oh, shit,
usually off.
I keep it realistic. I gotta
See,
put it on.
man, sometimes we might have to
Nah,
put
bro.
fatigue on, man.
That might
you
help
gotta
you.
do it,
That might
yeah.
help you out. That might help
Did
you
I
out.
win the last series? Or no, you're up. You're up right now.
You
You're up
lost
right
the
now.
last series too. Nah, you won the last series. Bro.
How
I'm
good
the
are you
crown.
on a scale of 1 to 10?
At 2K?
Yeah.
I'm probably like a 7.5, 8. I'm not nothing crazy.
I'm gonna have to see something.
Bro, he like I
I'm
give him like an
nasty.
8 or 9. Not gonna lie. Like if he's locked in,
Yeah.
he's locked in. like a 9.
I'm
Okay,
gonna
that's
have to
true.
play you because I'm still like that.
Y'all definitely
We
got
got to get some games.
Definitely
We
got
got to get some
I'm
games.
still
Nah,
like
But
facts.
last but not least with this players, we got the size, shooting, playmaking, defending. Whose IQ you taking? Like just knowledge of the game.
Kobe.
Kobe.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, one more to build on that. Who's like mindset, work ethic are you taking? Kobe too?
Kobe's.
Yeah, for sure.
Nah, I got
Mindset,
you.
Yeah,
That's
Kobe.
a good one.
I was gonna ask him what mindset. I thought you were gonna go LeBron's IQ and Kobe's
Yeah.
mindset. But
Yeah, LeBron.
Nah,
I like
Kobe's smart
Kobe for
though,
both,
bro.
though.
Like in terms of
Yeah.
scoring and like
Yeah.
knowing how to get his teammates motivated and stuff.
Yeah,
like
Kobe,
Kobe's
Bryant,
IQ
for
is
sure.
slept on.
Kobe's
for sure.
different, bro.
Yeah.
Mamba.
Yeah,
Nah,
Mama's
definitely.
yeah, he's insane. Yeah,
Man,
It's
rest in
different, bro.
peace.
it's different. Yeah, it's different.
But hey, man, we're done with this episode. FGP members, appreciate you, Caleb, coming out today. Tune in with us, tapping in with us.
Appreciate you for coming, man.
Appreciate
For sure.
y'all for
Make sure
having
y'all
me, bro.
tune in to Utah Valley throughout the season and appreciate you again.
No
appreciate
doubt.
y'all.
Thank y'all for having me, bro.
No problem.
Definitely. Welcome back. We hope you guys enjoyed that interview with Caleb. We got a little bit more to talk about for you guys today. Obviously, the NFL had their divisional round this past weekend, starting with the Baltimore Ravens playing against the Houston Texans in what ended up being a blowout, but the first half was definitely a good competitive game, and the Ravens really ran away with it in the second half. What did you really see from that game? What were your takeaways in terms of what the Ravens were able to do?
I'm not gonna lie. The game kind of started off like it was tied at 10 at halftime. I kind of was a little worried for the Ravens just because of the fact that, again, I just didn't expect them to be tied with the Texans at half.
Right.
Not that the Texans were doing anything crazy. The only touchdown they scored was the punt return.
Yeah, so dominant defensive performance.
Definitely
It's
a
the first thing
dominant
that stood
defensive
out.
performance. I mean, the Ravens defense has been balling out all year. So, but outside of that, I mean, Lamar, dude, like, just proving all these haters wrong.
He
once
makes
again,
plays, bro.
like
He makes
may
plays
not.
where they need to be made.
And here's the thing, bro. People be like, "Oh, he only had 152 passing yards, this, that, and the third, bro." Like, you don't have to throw for 300 yards a game to be considered a good
If
quarterback.
the ball is moving down the field and we're scoring touchdowns, I don't care how we move down the field, bro.
Like, bro,
just
what
get us down
he-
the field and
bro,
in the end zone.
he completed 16 of 22 passes for 152 yards and 2 touchdowns, and then he also had 100 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. So he had
Bro,
252
rushing yards on 11 carries too. So like, it's not like he's running the ball all games.
Like,
11
come on,
carries.
bro. Like, y'all really just hating on him just because of how great he is. Like, bro, he doesn't have, like I said, you don't have to throw for 300 yards or have the strongest arm or be the most accurate quarterback in the league, bro. If you're playing the position the way it's supposed to be played, making plays, winning games, you're doing what you're supposed to do, man. Like, I don't understand how you're supposed to hate on him. But, I mean, I feel bad for CJ and them. I mean, their
Season
future's
over.
looking-
I mean, they overachieved this year, one then two.
They did.
They had injuries that kind of, I won't say ended their season because I don't think they would have won this game either way, but it definitely changed their season.
Yeah, for sure. Losing Tank Dell hurt
Yeah.
for sure. I think Dalton Schultz played, but he battled some injuries too this year.
And then obviously CJ's still a rookie, so he's just
Yeah,
learning.
facts.
This is just the beginning for him. Like,
Fact, the future's definitely bright. I mean, even Lamar told him in the post-game interview, he was like, dude, you'll be back. He
Oh,
told
yeah,
him he'll be
definitely.
back. So that's tough. But
the only bad news for CJ is he's in the AFC, which
with Mahomes,
is a bad
Allen,
side to be as a
Lamar,
quarterback, bro.
so-
Joe,
Joe
who wasn't even in the playoffs this year. We're not talking about Joe,
Exactly,
but Joe
he's
gonna come
hurt.
back healthy
That's
next year.
crazy. And he still got Rodgers over there in the Jets.
Bro,
Like,
yeah, that's the bad side to be on if you're a quarterback.
But hey, future's gonna be bright in Houston for sure. Future is bright in Houston for sure.
Another rookie quarterback that got sent home in the divisional round. The
First year
Packers.
starter.
First year starter. I put the rookies in quotations.
Yeah, I did.
Another young quarterback, I'll say that got sent home is Jordan Love against the 49ers as the Packers lost 24-21 in San Fran.
That
And
game's a lot closer than I thought it was gonna be.
It was a lot closer than it should have been. I'll say that. It shouldn't have been that close.
It definitely shouldn't have been.
It
But I
shouldn't have
mean,
been that close.
the 49ers lost Debo early. They lost him in the first quarter, which
Yeah,
I
he's
mean,
50-50 next week. That's
yeah.
scaring me.
But like on the bright side, he did like the X-rays came back negative,
Yeah.
I believe. So like nothing broken basically. So like you say, he's 50-50. There's a chance he plays, a chance he doesn't. But I mean, it looked like the 49ers were going to lose the game to start. I'm not going to lie. With the way Brock Purdy was looking, like even though he didn't throw any interceptions, he should have thrown like
That's
3
what
of
I'm
them.
worried about. Brock is supposed to be trying to lead the Super Bowl contending team, and he can't play the way he did if they want to win the Super Bowl.
Facts. But I think part of that is, bro, they're going to have to start leaning on the player who really, like, granted, they have a lot of players on that team in general who
Right.
are just outstanding at their position. But offensively, if they want to get to / win the Super Bowl, they gotta lean on Christian McCaffrey, bro. I mean,
this past week against the Packers was a perfect time for them to kind of lean on him. They kind of did. He had 2 rushing touchdowns. Basically won them the game because they had no other offense outside of that.
Literally, bro.
And I don't know. I don't think leaning on McCaffrey is going to be the best option for him next week, just because the Lions' strength is their front 7, obviously. And if you're going to beat the Lions, I feel like it's by attacking their secondary.
Yeah, no, for sure. No, because their secondary is very weak.
Yeah, outside of CJ, have to step up and make passes next week.
Nah, for sure. And like with Aiden Hutchinson coming after him, though, we'll see if he'll have time to get that ball out. But I mean, it's gonna be interesting, bro. The Lions got a lot of fight in them, and they got a lot to they want to win. Like they really want to win.
They haven't won a road playoff game since like 1970.
They haven't won a playoff game since 1990 something. So I mean, the fact that they won 2 now, I mean. They're on a roll, bro. They're on a roll. But on the downside of that, they're going up against a really good 49ers defense coached by really good defensive coach Steve Wilks. Mm-hmm. I mean, you got Bosa and Young on either side of the defensive line. You still got Fred Warner. You still got Young and Charvarius Ward. Yeah. So I mean, you got
good players.
A lot of good players. But it's gonna be. I think it's gonna be a good game. I think it's gonna be better than what people are expecting, at least out of the Lions and the Niners. So.
I think the Lions match up similar to how the Packers did with the Niners in terms of they'll be able to replicate that run game that the Packers had, if not even better than the Packers were.
I mean, Aaron Jones, look, he got off. He had 18 carries for 108 yards. He didn't score, but I mean,
Aaron Jones had 100+ yards like the last 5 weeks of the season, bro.
Dude, when he's healthy, he's like a top 5 back in the league, undoubtedly.
He's a
great
all-purpose back. He can catch, he can run.
He can do it all, man. He's got
whatever you need from him.
But I mean, I think an advantage the Lions have in this game over the Packers is that they have a veteran quarterback under center. This is Jordan Love's 2nd playoff game in his career, in his first year starting, whereas Jared Goff has been to the playoffs, been to the Super Bowl.
Hold on. You're mixing up teams, man. You're comparing Jordan Love to the Lions. Jordan Love is at the crib.
I know. I'm saying Jordan Love played the 49ers.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Come on, right?
I thought you were comparing them in the matchup.
No.
Okay.
I'm saying...
So the Lions got a more experienced quarterback.
Yeah.
So Jordan Love threw some questionable picks.
Dude, that last pick was just...
He had time, bro. Like, you could tell he was just like, F it.
Literally, bro. Like, I mean, but that's just like...
He had time,
But that's just like... That cross-body throw, like... late across the field through the middle. That's the one thing that as a quarterback you're taught not to do. Like you never
in the rain, bro. In the rain, like,
on the road. Like you never throw late across the middle, bro. Just you never do that. Across body, across the middle late. That's just like all negatives. Like it was bound to be an interception. So it's unfortunate they lost like that. But I mean, the kicker also missed a field goal, which made them not. They could have went into overtime.
Obviously, anytime you have your coach saying that he prays every time the kicker goes on the field, like that's a terrible sign,
that's
bro.
Bad.
Why are you saying that to a reporter anyway?
That's
like,
bad.
This is a rookie kicker. It's not like this some veteran kicker that like, okay, he's been a bad kicker his whole career. This dude is just coming to the NFL. And you're gonna tell the reporters that you're praying every time he goes to kick, bro? Like, come on.
Man, dude, how do you think that makes him feel as a kicker?
Exactly. You're not putting no confidence in him,
Zero, bro. Bro's gonna come back next year like.
I'm praying that you make this kick. What do you think he's thinking then? Dang, my coach is praying I make it. If I make this, am I gonna be here?
Literally, bro. Like he might not even know if he'll be here next year.
Come on, man. Come on.
It's gonna be interesting, but.
On to game 3, we had the Lions versus the Bucks. First game of Sunday, and boy, oh boy, did this game provide a lot of excitement as well. Obviously, you had the questionable coaching down the stretch by Bowles.
Yeah.
How do you say his name? Bowles? Right?
Yeah, Todd Bowles.
Todd Bowles didn't call the timeout with what, like 40 seconds to go?
Like a little under 40. I'm not gonna lie, I had clocked out. Like after Baker threw the pick, I was like, okay, this game's over. I'm clocking out.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that. Like I knew the Bucks had one timeout, but you know, mathematically speaking, that shit shouldn't have even got to that point. But then JC texted in the group chat like, "What is Todd Bowles doing? Like, why is he not calling the timeout?" I was like, "What?" And I look up and I'm like, "Whoa." I guess he really should have called a timeout there. I mean, that would have been a long field.
Kicked, and if you want to win the game, go for 2 next time you score.
Exactly. And then even if you do go for 2, one, I don't like the decision to go for 2 to start.
Right.
But if you do go for 2, why not do what you've done the past 3-4 years when you go for 2 and put Vita Vea at fullback, your big 400-pound D tackle, and just give him the ball? Who's tackling Vita Vea in 2 yards?
A jump ball
Nobody.
is always a scary situation to me. Like,
I mean,
it's a lot of risk in this
arguably,
situation.
it is probably the best jump ball receiver in the league, low key, arguably, between like maybe him or like Jettas or Devontae Adams. But like, I mean,
It takes more than just a good jump ball receiver. Like, Baker has to put a great ball
the
on
ball,
him.
exactly.
The DB basically played it perfectly. Like, if
Literally.
the DB plays it perfectly, it's not much that they can do outside of that.
At all. Like,
So,
but then again, they should just kick the field goal to start.
Yeah.
Play for overtime. Because I mean, it's not like the Bucks overachieved this year too. I mean, they went 9-8, won the NFC South, a terrible division at that. And I
they
mean,
won a playoff game at home. So I mean,
yeah, but think about it though. This is the same roster that won the Super Bowl with Tom Brady, other than the fact that they don't have Leonard Fournette or Tom Brady. But everybody else, Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, Shaq Barrett, Levante David, Devin White,
we're
Vita
talking
Vea.
about the greatest football player ever in Baker Mayfield.
Okay, exactly. That's
It's
what
a
I'm saying,
landslide
though.
difference.
That's what I'm saying. Todd Bowles probably was like, dang, Baker just threw the game away with that pick, so why even try to call a timeout and try to go win the game? I don't
That's
know.
your job, man.
Yeah, no, I'm saying he should have called a timeout.
That's your job is to try to win the game.
Looking at Todd Bowles, he probably was like, dang, I don't want to embarrass Baker no more than he's already embarrassed himself. So.
Nah, bro. I think he was just not prepared, and then looks back and was like, "Dang, I could have called a timeout."
No, wasn't paying attention.
And didn't want to like just admit to
He
it,
had
bro.
took off his headset and everything.
I think
bro.
he just didn't want to admit to it, bro. That's all I think it is there. And then obviously, the last game of the divisional round was a banger, absolute banger.
Another classic, dude.
Another classic
between
Buffalo
these
and
two.
Kansas City. But the Bills fall short yet again, and this time they did it on their home field, bro. Like, I don't know.
Bro, I mean, it's sad because, I mean, Josh Allen, bro, he's a top 3 quarterback in the league. It's Mahomes, Burrow, and Allen. And,
That's what I wanted to ask you. If Lamar goes to the Super Bowl, does he jump Josh?
he definitely jumps Josh. If he goes to the Super Bowl, he jumps Josh. If he wins the Super Bowl, he might mess around and jump Joe if he wins. Because, I mean, Joe didn't win. Joe went, but he didn't win.
If he goes to the Super Bowl, Josh Allen's falling out of some of those talks that he's been in.
But he's still going to be top 5. I mean,
Yes.
because you look at so for those of you who don't know, maybe the Bills have played the Chiefs. This is now their 3rd time playing them in the playoffs. The first year was 2020 in the NFC Championship round. They lost. The next year they lost in the divisional round. That was the classic game with Gabe
Yeah.
Davis.
Questionable
Tyreek
loss,
Hill.
like, they didn't really get a chance, so.
Yeah, that was when they changed the overtime rules and everything. And then this year, those are both in Kansas City too. So okay, there's your excuse. You're on the road. Now you're at home.
Mahomes' first ever road playoff game.
Against a Kansas City team that's been struggling all year. This is your chance to put the nail in the coffin, move on to the next round, and hopefully maybe go to Super Bowl. And yet there were like
a
one or
few
two plays.
Yeah,
That's just
few
one or two
from
plays.
pulling it off too, bro.
Like-
a few. Diggs obviously got to come down with that bomb.
That pass.
Like, bro, the fact that he
Dude.
didn't even really hit his hands. Like, how do you completely whiff the ball?
That's the thing, though. I was gonna talk about that, bro. That was Coach Eastep's biggest pet peeve of us in high school, bro. The way Diggs tried to catch the ball like this instead of going up with his hand, he tried to basically let it fall into his hands instead of going up and attacking the ball. In that situation, bro, you gotta go up and attack the ball. You can't let
When
it
you get
just-
a chance to get a PI too.
That's what I'm saying.
It might run into you. You never know.
the only I understand, usually fade balls you do catch it over the shoulder, but in that situation, going up and everything, bro, you just gotta go attack it and maybe, like you said, maybe get a PI. You just have a better chance of catching the ball. You just use your hands.
Yeah. Obviously, you had that play. Then you had the play where Chris Jones just absolutely bull rushed the left tackle into Josh Allen.
Nah.
Where he had a wide
But
open post.
time out though. That's the thing though. He did get bull rushed into Josh Allen, but Josh Allen had space to step up in the pocket and make that throw, and he
He
just
still
didn't
could have
step
made a
up.
play, but the bull rushing affected his throw motion.
It
bumped into
did,
him
but
on
at the
the
same
side.
time, he had Diggs wide open running underneath him on a drag route. So
He did.
I mean,
he had other plays he could have made, but he had a guaranteed touchdown with a half a second more.
that's what I'm saying.
A little bit more strength, man.
Not even,
more
bro.
deadlifts, a little bit more
Again, the
squats.
left tackle did get bullied, but then again, bro, that's just pocket awareness and everything. That's just playing the quarterback position. You gotta feel that pressure. He had space to step up in the pocket and make that throw. So I'm not.
The way that he threw that ball, it looked like he knew before the play started he was throwing to that post.
The post was there. The post was
So in
open.
that huddle, it needs to be made known I need time on this play. Do not get bull rushed. Do not get beat.
That's
bro.
the thing,
Give me
though.
time.
Sometimes you have to give yourself time too. Sometimes,
Definitely got to buy time, which he did a lot of in that game.
He did. But I'm saying bro, in that situation, if you want to make that pass, you got to give yourself the right position and everything to make that pass. So
definitely.
But I mean,
it's on both of them. The left tackle got bull rush. Josh needs to be a little bit more evasive. Still, he could have made a play with the contact that was there. So
yeah, and then there was like a play after that or something where he had scrambled right, or no, even before that he had like scrambled right, tried to hit somebody like on the sideline, and he had 3 open receivers in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
So I mean, it was just.
And then obviously you have Bass missing the kick, and anytime somebody deactivates all their social media, lets you know everything you need to know.
Bro,
he's taking the blame, man.
Then again, though, I mean, it sucks because Tyler Bass is a good kicker, actually. Like, you look at his time in the league over the past few years or so, like, he's been a consistent kicker for the Bills. He's always been, like, they're all reliable. Then you get in the biggest moment of the Bills franchise in the past 5 years.
He missed some kicks last week in the playoff game.
No, yeah, he did. But I mean, that was bad weather though. That was terrible.
Terrible weather.
This one is just cold, but like the wind wasn't.
A lot of pressure too.
A lot of pressure.
Cold and a lot of pressure.
A lot of pressure, but I mean, like
pressure of the city.
That's what you're getting paid for though. Like you're getting paid to do your job. Like, you have a job to do, and he just.
I'll give him that excuse. That was probably.
There's no excuse.
That was probably
There's
the
no
most pressurized kick
of his career up to this point. Yes.
Like maybe ever, bro. Just like if you look at how many times Buffalo's lost to the Chiefs. The city has came out, dug out the stadium of snow. People are bringing their own shovels to get the snow out the stadium and ready for you guys. Everybody thinks this is your year. You're finally playing them at home, and it comes down to your kick to potentially send it to overtime. Like, bro, that is one of the most pressurized moments that could possibly happen in football.
I think, facts. I mean, he definitely takes a lot of the blame, but then again, like we were talking about earlier, like there's just a few plays that Buffalo missed on that they should have hit on that could have won in the game as well. So
definitely, you hate to see it for Buffalo. I mean, the only question I have for you from this is, would you move on from McDermott now, or would you stay with him? Because I mean, this is what 5 years in a row that they've lost in the divisional or the championship.
It's tough because you look at it, bro, like. Their defense has battled injuries literally every year.
They had like 7 players out this game too on defense.
Every year they're battling some type of injury. And I understand a lot of teams battled. The Dolphins battled injuries this year. So did the Cowboys, the Bengals with Joe Burrow. I mean, everybody battles injuries. But,
yeah.
I mean,
you see
if you're consistently getting yourself to the divisional round every year, like I don't know if McDermott is the reason they're not getting over the hump or not, but. Something's got to change. Something has to change. It's not Josh. I don't think Josh is the problem.
The other thing with McDermott is he calls all their defensive plays, bro. And every time they play Mahomes, like he has their number. I feel like outside the regular season.
That's what I'm saying.
All the postseason matchups, Mahomes figures out how to just completely dismantle their defense, bro.
But I mean. Yeah, but at the same time, Mahomes is just the best. He's the best quarterback in the league, like for a reason. He's been
in the AFC Championship every year of his career that he started. So.
6 years straight, Mahomes has played in the AFC Championship game, and the previous 5 have been at home. This is the first year his AFC Championship game is going to be at home.
It's going to be interesting.
It's going to be wild, bro.
Obviously, we want to jump into a little preview of next week's matchups. We talked about the Packers versus the Lions, or not the Packers, the Niners versus the Lions a little bit, but we'll jump into that a little bit more. Who do you have winning that game first?
I got the Niners winning, but...
And then what are your expectations here? What do you expect
I mean, really...
Obviously, it's going to be physical. This might be one of the most physical games we've seen
It's
all
going to be
year,
a very physical game. I think the Lions are going to have to keep the Niners off the field as much as possible.
Right.
They're going to have to rely on that run game a lot between David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. I don't know if they're going to be able to run that well, but considering the fact that Aaron Jones had 108 yards on that defense.
And you got 2 running backs, so like if one's not feeling it, hopefully the other one's feeling it.
Facts. So it's going to be interesting. I mean, Sam Laporta.
And I would say they got a better offensive line than the Packers. especially with no
Yeah, no,
blocking.
they definitely do. They have one of the best offensive lines in the league for
Yeah.
sure. But their center went down
Yeah, he did.
against the Bucks. But I mean, he finished the game, so we'll see. I don't know what the injury report is on him.
It's too much on the line for this season for him not to play.
Facts.
And then obviously if Debo's out, that changes a lot too.
It does, but I mean, they still got weapons. I mean, they still got Kittle, they still got Ayuk, they still got
CMC.
Jawan Jennings, CMC.
Jennings had a good
So,
game, stepping up
I mean,
last week.
they have enough players to win this game, let alone make plays.
Right.
So, but I mean, again, I think it's gonna come down to the wire again. I mean, Jared Goff, I think he's gonna play a clean game, or maybe not. He could play clean or not. I don't know, because I feel like every time I say somebody's gonna do something, they always do the opposite. So, I feel like Jared Goff is gonna play the way he needs to play, at least in order to win the game.
Right.
It's just gonna come down to if the defense can hold up against the Niners for real.
Definitely. Yeah, no, I got the Niners winning that one too. I want the Lions to pull it out somehow because obviously seeing them versus the Ravens in the championship. Someone said, bro, I seen some funny memes. That's all I'm gonna say. I seen some funny memes online about what they would call that Lions versus Ravens.
Man, you know, go ahead and say it.
I don't know, bro.
Nigga, bro. We saw on Twitter, bro. Somebody said it'd be called the fentanyl bowl between the Lions and the Ravens.
It was a lot more than that, man. People saying it's gonna be the hooded Super Bowl all time.
They said black people gonna be showing up in those big furry hoodies and big fur hats and everything,
like,
bro.
come on, man. Imagine those two cities in the Super Bowl. Like, just
Man.
the environment. And in Vegas, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
All
That'll
those
be lit,
fans going
bro.
out to Vegas?
That would be lit. But
Goodness.
it's gonna be interesting, bro. But I think the Lions are gonna get it done. I think they're gonna be playing in the Super Bowl.
Definitely. So we'll see the Niners in the Super Bowl, hopefully playing against either the Ravens or the Chiefs. And strictly for the fact that I'm so tired of just hearing about Mahomes winning. And I'm also so tired of hearing everybody slander Lamar Jackson for not being able to be a quarterback.
No cap.
I just want to see Lamar go ahead, be the greatest quarterback of our time, like our generation,
Yeah.
and go ahead and stamp himself as one of the best quarterbacks in the league. So I'm
Agreed.
going to take the Ravens.
I'm not gonna say that I don't want to see Mahomes win, because like if Mahomes kept winning, like I wouldn't be mad, because I mean shoot, Tom Brady got 7 rings, so somebody got to catch Tom Brady, bro. I can't have Tom Brady just up there by himself, just up there chilling. But at the same time, I do want to see Lamar Jackson win. I really like Lamar.
I feel like they're the underdog in this too. Like the NFL wants to see, not necessarily like underdog in terms of team wise, but like in terms of who's cheering for them, who the NFL probably wants to win,
Facts.
who all the networks.
I mean, the
want to win.
NFL, all the networks in the NFL want Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl, bro.
Exactly.
So,
Even,
I mean,
like they got Jason Kelsey in games chugging beers and stuff.
literally,
now,
bro, like screaming out the window, bro, shirtless and everything, bro.
They're
Just,
built for TV. The Chiefs are built for TV.
It's just, but like you said, man, I'm tired of the disrespect towards Lamar Jackson. I'm tired of everybody hearing that he's not quarterbacky enough, or he can't throw the ball well enough in order to, or the fact that people have been saying that you can't win a Super Bowl with a quarterback who's primarily a runner, like whether that's Lamar or whether that's Cam Newton, whether that's, you know, you name it.
Pass one's an extra.
You name it. Whether that's going to be AR potentially, who knows. But I'm just tired of hearing that stigma, bro. I want to see somebody break that. And if it was Lamar Jackson, I'd be extremely happy. So, especially if Odell could get a second ring, that would be tough.
That would be tough.
I mean, they got a lot of players on the team who I like. I mean, I like Kyle Hamilton a lot too. The rookie safety they got in Notre Dame.
Roquan and Patrick.
Roquan and Patrick
That's
Queen is
linebacker duo I've seen in a long time, bro.
Speaking of that,
time.
would you rather have Roquan and Patrick Queen or
Fred
Warner
and Drake?
and Greenlaw?
I'm taking Roquan and Patrick, bro. I'm taking Roquan and Patrick. I like the intensity that they play with, bro. I like it.
Fred and Drake don't play.
Both of them play with that intensity and chip on the shoulder, but in terms of like speed, I feel like Roquan and Patrick are a little bit faster, and I like that aspect about it.
I think, I think Fred is the fastest out of all of them, but
in terms of the duo together, like they just move quick together. Like they look more in sync to me. They look more unstoppable out there together than Fred and Drake.
that's a hot take. But I mean, I can't even I don't know whether to agree or disagree with you, because like it's really a toss up, bro. Like
It is.
it's really a toss up. Like Patrick, you got with the Ravens, you got Roquan, who's a great coverage guy. Like he can do it all. He's like the field general of their defense. And then Patrick Queen can get after the quarterback all day
flying, bro.
Then you
throw
got
screens, bro. They be there,
bro. Then you got
bro, like-
Fred, who's arguably the best middle linebacker in the league, and then Dre Greenlaw is just like a dog. Like he can do it all. He can rush. He can cover. He got the game-winning pick against the Packers last week. So
what makes me more impressed by the Ravens is I'm gonna go ahead and say it, bro. The 49ers have a better D-line unit than the Ravens.
They do.
So I feel like the Ravens linebackers are pulling some of that slack a little bit more than Fred.
facts, they are. Because I mean, the Ravens' best defensive lineman is probably Jadeveon Clowney, who's like 50,000 years
Calvin
old.
Noy's tough.
Calvin Noy is tough too, but they're both a little older.
Both of them are older compared to
Nick Bosa, Chase Young, Eric Armstead.
Like, bro, yeah. So
It's
I
gonna be
think Fred and
interesting.
them have a little bit more help than they got out there in Baltimore.
Facts. But as far as like the game and everything and how I think it's gonna go, I honestly think the Ravens are gonna win this game simply because of the fact that
Defense wins championships.
defense wins championships. And I think between Roquan Smith, Patrick Queen, and Kyle Hamilton, I think they're going to game plan very well to guard Travis Kelce. I don't think Travis Kelce is going to have like a great. He might score.
You still have
or
Marlon,
something.
who's like a bigger physical corner.
Exactly.
If you want to put him on Travis. Like,
Yeah, and even then, bro, you could put Marlon on Rashid Shaheed and really lock him down all game. Because I mean, it's not like McCole Hartman or Kadarius Toney are gonna do anything or MVS. Like them dudes, bro, they ain't nothing all year. So if they go off, man, you got to make those guys beat you. At the end of the day, make MVS, make Kadarius Toney, make McCole Hartman beat you. You can't let Travis Kelce beat you or Mahomes with his feet, really, because they got to spy Mahomes, but they can't let him scramble. They let Mahomes get out the pocket and dance, all the stuff he like to do. It's not going to be good for them. But
and then obviously we saw this last week. The one weakness I guess you could say the Chiefs defense has is stopping the run. So
facts.
it's like Baltimore is able to kind of push into that a little bit. Lamar is able to be elusive.
They got
really
Dalvin
able to-
Cook down.
Yeah, Dalvin now. That's what I want to see. I want to see James versus Dalvin. But we didn't get that, man.
That would have been
Because it's
tough.
going to be a great,
That would've been
wholesome
tough.
moment. Two brothers out there on the field running against each other. Like, come on, man.
Man.
But we didn't get that, so now I need Dalvin to take care of business and send the Chiefs home. Give me the Ravens.
So you got the Ravens. We both got
Ravens and Niners.
Ravens
That's
and
the
Niners.
Super Bowl. We'll see if we're right. Obviously, y'all been seeing those Super Bowl predictions with the colors or whatever, the purple and the red. So,
Yeah.
we'll see
Man,
what
I'm not
goes
gonna
on.
lie, bro. Like people have been clowning us a little bit about our playoff predictions and how like we got a lot of the games wrong. I don't care if we get the Super Bowl right. Like the matchup, we got different winners. But if we get the matchup right, I don't care how we got there, bro. We would predict the Super Bowl matchup. Now, if the Lions and the freaking Chiefs win these games, bro, I'm actually gonna be mad. Low key. I'm gonna
Yeah,
be
nah,
pissed.
nobody. I'm sorry, bro. I don't want to see the Lions and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl. Like, if the Chiefs are in it, let me see them play the 49ers.
Facts.
If the Lions are in it, I'd rather see them play the Ravens again.
Facts.
So I don't want to see the Chiefs and the Lions in that Super Bowl. That would be the worst matchup for me. But watch that happen now that I'm saying this. So
Chill, bro.
We'll see what happens.
I don't think the NFL would allow that to happen. I don't think it would get enough views.
we'll see, man.
But-
I don't know if it's about them allowing it to happen, man. I'm not with all that fixing stuff. So
I mean-
whatever happens, gonna happen.
We'll see, man. But don't be surprised the NFL puts Taylor Swift in the Super Bowl, man.
I mean, I will say there might be like one or two questionable calls that make you sit there
One
and
or
think.
two. One or two.
Maybe they do fix some stuff. But
One
at the
or
end of the
two.
day, the refs are human. The refs miss
I mean,
calls.
we saw the call this weekend with the Bills and the Chiefs with the PI that they called.
They miss calls, man. They
Nah, that wasn't a miss- that was
they
a
didn't
miss
call a
call.
forward pass to you though. So
that
they
should have
missed stuff. They missed stuff both ways.
That should have been
They missed stuff both
forward
ways.
pass, but
they
again,
missed stuff both ways.
it didn't really do anything as far as the outcome of the game. So it is what it is. But
Definitely.
I'm excited for this weekend though. It's gonna be all. It's only I don't know what I'm doing Saturday. I guess just watch college basketball maybe.
There'll be
But-
plenty of college basketball on Saturday, and then
No,
obviously
facts.
the NFL will probably put something together since there's no NFL on Saturday.
Yeah.
Right,
so-
NBA will put
Yeah,
something
yeah,
together.
NBA definitely. We'll
Since
see.
there's no
We'll see.
NFL on Saturday. But that's all we got for episode 12. I hope you guys enjoyed the interview with Caleb. If you have any questions or anything that you want us to send him, he'd love to get back and answer some of y'all's questions. So make sure y'all like and subscribing to our channel. Make sure y'all are following obviously all the athletes that are coming on here for us. So go follow Caleb on Instagram, and we'll see you guys next week.